Sunday, February 16th. And I'm just making a quick introduction video because in about 13 days, I don't know if my counting is right, March 1st, I'm going to go to CNA school. I am going to continue working in education, but I need a part time job and I want something that's meaningful. And I do sometimes miss the medical profession, which is what I was doing before I started teaching. And I would like more flexibility. And I think that's something that I could get doing CNA as opposed to trying to work at Walmart, which I tried before, but they didn't offer me a job until it was close to time for me to go back to school. I think they were trying to get in touch with me before, but I kept missing the call and they weren't leaving a message or a follow up. And so by the time I talked to them, they were offering me 11 to 7 stocking. And it was probably going to be a continuous thing. And I could not do that and also work at the school at the same time. And I didn't want to for a couple of weeks change my sleeping habits and then have to change them right back. So I actually decided to do this because I was watching a crime show and it was really just following people's cases and how their lawyers put their cases together and their different challenges and stuff. And one of them was featuring a young lady that was a CNA and she was worried about her career because she was doing traveling CNA. And I was like, what? Hold on. And at the time, I wasn't even thinking about traveling. I was just like, I forgot about CNA. That would be a great opportunity to work part time, even during the year, but especially the summer. And so I started looking into the programs, and I'm like, they don't even take that long to get through. So if I find a good program, I can start in the spring and I can be workforce ready by the summertime, which allows me to work so I can pay my bills during the summer and not have to wonder if I'm going to, default or be behind and how will I ever catch up and stuff like that. So I searched and searched and I actually found a program because the one I really wanted, the timing to apply and the timing to start the program were just off. Like I missed the deadline that I would have needed to apply so that I would be finished by the time summer comes so I'd be ready to work. And of course the cost and things like that, but of course that doesn't matter if you're getting this great training. And I think theirs was the full CNA training, because a lot I was seeing CNA 1 where they just teach you the very basics and CNA 2 where they teach you a little more responsibility. Now I do wonder if I need to do this whole thing anyway because I am a trained surgical technologist and also an ophthalmic assistant. My certifications have lapsed because as a surgical tech, I didn't keep going to the whatever you need to go to and get signed off on. So I would have to take the test again. And then as an ophthalmic assistant, I actually reached out to the main assistant for the last doctor I worked with, and she blew me off. And then I asked my sister to ask the doctor that she works with. Or one of the doctors that she worked with, and she also blew me off. I should have known. So I just did not have the ends to get somebody to keep signing off on my courses. So I might look back into picking my certifications back up, but you just can't find weekends. And as a CNA, if I want to just work Saturdays and Sundays, I can do that if I want to. And then if I want to just be PRN, like as needed, and look for shifts to pick up on weekdays, either during my school year or outside of it, I can do that. So I just wanted the flexibility. And so, yeah, so I finally found a program, and this program is evenings. So I do not have to break my behind to work all day and then go to school all night. So that means I'll be able to get off, come home, still take care of my dogs. I'm actually in a class to add on to my licensure, and that goes till April. So I don't have to worry about trying to be in two classes at once. So I will just be going Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 3:30 or from 9 to 3, something like that. And then in April, I'll be done. And I will have to find a CNA too. But again, I wonder if I even need all of that because as a surgical tech, the person that trained me was actually started out as a surgical tech and became a nurse. And so she taught us a lot of the things that nurses do so that we could be most helpful to the nurses that we work with as surgical techs. So I came in knowing a lot of things, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the classes, and of course I have to take the test for the license. But I'm just excited to do something different, put them scrubs back on, baby. You know. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm gonna be looking for my CNA2 program because as soon as I finish CNA1, I want to go right into CNA2 just to get all the qualifications. And I'm hoping that when I apply for jobs, they will consider my experience as a surgical tech and my experience as an ophthalmic assistant so that I can get on in there. And I would like to travel. So my prayer is that I would be able to sign on with an agency and travel, and just if they pay for an apartment, my dogs and I can just go and stay somewhere else for the summer and then come back when it's close to time for me to get back to my main job. So follow me on my journey.